Hi guys, just yesterday Tipsoft buffed Norcferatus across the board, so I'm making an updated video to Norcferatu's Fortress. I have previously made a guide for this place already, but I am unlisting it as of today because they've actually changed the way the route works in here. They've added a mysterious machine on the top floor so you can teleport down to the fortress very quickly. So yeah, basically amazing respawn. The buff has probably been a little bit too much. And yeah, here are the results. Yesterday when I tried it with 3 out of 6 charms and no animus, I was able to get around 8.5 kk raw experience, which makes this spawn by far, well, by far, maybe not by far, but it makes it easily the best respawn in the game currently for most vocations that can hunt here, I think. For the monk, this is better than Nimisat Dragons. It has a few percent more experience, a lot more profit, and is also a lot easier and, in my opinion, a little more comfortable to hunt. So, yeah, amazing respawn. S plus tier at the moment. The profit you can expect is somewhere around 1.2 kk per hour in like default profit, plus the garlic amulets, likely between 2 to 6, so maybe 3 to 4 on average per hour, which will put the profit in like likely like 1.6 to 2 kk per hour, which is also excellent. Another question I've been getting is, can you hunt here earlier than level 600? So my personal recommendation is to just come here at level 600. Generally, the Sanguine Claw makes it very easy. However, given how broken this respawn is at the moment, you can consider coming here early and it will be possible. I think at like level 500 with a Cobra Bow, with a Prismatic Ring, with an Imbuement, maybe even a Combat Prey or two should be possible. It's going to be hard, but it should be possible. So yes, moving on. This is an S plus T at the moment. It's just perfect almost in every way. It's the only negative it has. It's a little bit awkward to do some of the pulls in places because the layout still isn't perfect. But you know, it is what it is. The results are still great. This means that I expect likely those will be adjusted in a future patch. So if you are watching this video in the future, if there has been a nerf, I will add a pinned comment below mentioning that, and probably the results will be a little bit lower. So I expect the experience to probably go down by 5 to 10%. I still expect this place to be good though. Clearly Tipsoft wants this place to be good, so I think it's going to be fine at all times. Right now it's just insane and go here as much as you can. But even down the line, I think it's probably going to be good. Anyway, Bestiary will take you about 7 hours for Norcferatus and about 10 hours for Varg in this place. Rest you should do in the dungeons. The requirements, you will need level, well, like I said, level 600 plus for like optimal play. If you want to, while it's busted, come a little earlier than 500 is also okay. Use the Cobra Bow and yeah, like a Prismatic Ring and stuff. You will need to complete the Bloody Tusks quest to be able to use the trapdoor on the top level to like be going up and down the castle. That is recommended, and it does increase the experience by like another 5% or so. However, if you don't have it completed, it's not the end of the world. You can just go up and down the tower, and it's also very good. But obviously for optimal play, you want to have that Bloody Tusks quest fully completed and be able to use the trapdoor, and that's the route that I'm going to show. This can definitely be hunted by monks and knights. This respawn in particular is very well suited to monks and knights. I think paladins can probably do it as well, although they may struggle with the healing if they get boxed and stuff. But yeah, it should be good anyways. Druid and sorcerers, probably not enough room to kite. Duos, same thing. Maybe. I think it's mostly a monk and a knight solo spot. Recommended imbuement is all standard plus death protection. Very highly recommend death protection imbuement here, especially at a lower level because, yeah, they do quite a lot of damage. And the recommended weapon type is earth. Energy is okay-ish, but yeah, you kind of do want to be using Sanguine Claw or Cobra Bow. If you don't have either of those, then yeah, Soul Mass will be fine. Supplies per hour, it's likely around, 800 to like 1,000 ultimate spirit potions, 6 transcendence potions. For charms, my recommendation is low blow, savage blow on the small Norcferatus, overpower on Varg, then zap or poison on Gloom or freeze and flame or zap on Dwark, Shadowstalker, and then flame or freeze on Orclub's Bloodbreaker. Now, I don't have a flame, so my setup is just going to be freeze on Orclops, then zap on Dwark, and poison on Gloomore. I think this is probably the most common setup that people have, given how what charms people have. With regards to overpower on Varg, this is best at this level. I think once you start hitting really high level, like 1k plus, it may be better to put overpower on one of these 3. and switch an elemental onto the Varg. But at my current level, around 6, 7, 800, this is the optimal setup, in my opinion. For the wheel, I recommend T2 Ascetic or T2 Outburst. Personally, I'm using T2 Ascetic because I think it's a little bit better, but T2 Outburst is also okay. Any leftover points go into lesser gems and Gift of Life or the Avatar Quadrant. I deal with flat hit points. And the character you'll see in the video is level 635, Monk, I believe, 114, Fist 49, Magic level. And like I mentioned already, 0 Animus, 3 out of 6 charms. I have the charms on the Norcferatus and the Varg. I don't have the charms on the Dwarf, Gloom, and Orclops. That would still help because those have loads of health and they sometimes make me stay a little bit longer for the box. I think if I had 6 out of 6 charms, maybe this 8.5 would turn into 8.7 or something, right? Okay, starting with the route now. So the trapdoor, by the way, just something to first I'll mention. The trapdoor is here on the top floor, and it takes you here to the entrance. Okay, so that's going to be the lab that you're doing. So when you start here on the bottom floor, I do like a little pull monsters out, and usually do a little pull here, then go up the stairs. I go up here, I go here to this room and do a pull here. Something to watch out in here, there's a tarantula. Make sure to target that with your melee attack quickly, otherwise it's immune to poison damage. So if you're using Sanguine Claw or Cobra Bow, it's not going to be taking any damage. So make sure to kill it off quickly with your basic attack if you can. This will prevent it from eating all the chain penance hits. Anyway, once you've done this, you go up here, the stairs. This is like one of the bigger pulls. You go up here, pull everything, and do a pull by the stairs. By the table here. It's a really nice place to like get everything. Then you can kind of kite in here, and sometimes you'll do like another second small pull in here. Sometimes it's going to be like 5 monsters, so you may want to consider doing that at some point. Then you go up. In this level, I just go in here and I just do like an 8 box. It's really awkward in this room to make it work into like a proper pulls, like a wall box. So I've just admitted defeat, and I just go in the center there and do an 8 box, and it works fine. Not a super monk way to play, but it's fine. If you're lower level, obviously you're going to want to do a wall box here anyway. Then I go up. Now I do a really huge pull here. I pull everything out. And then I sort of go in this corner here. And I kill everything here. From this corner, you can like catch all the Vargs with your range, etc. as well. So this is a very big room as well. Then I go up. And once I'm up, I try and go through here, and I do a pull by this wall. Usually we'll pick up most of the monsters. And once everything is dead, I just run, and go use the machine. Brings me to the bottom, and that's it. If you've watched my previous video, when I talked about this place before this buff, there's a couple of sections that we are now not killing, right? For example, this is not a great color. Just something else. Green, maybe. This section here, and this section here, now we're basically not killing, right? Because there's no real way to make this efficient with the way the trapdoor is set up. However, what this does allow us to do is allows this place to scale very hard. So if you really start overkilling this, I don't know, if you come here like level 1k and you're really overkilling, you still have a lot of respawn that you can potentially consider adding somehow. It may be a little bit inefficient, but it will keep pushing this respawn. So that's something to keep in mind. Once you start overkilling, you can consider adjusting the route to pick those up somehow. Maybe instead when you go down the trapdoor here, instead of going up straight away, you just go through here first and go up here, and then go to this door here. I don't know, but I'm sure there's a way to make this place scale. I think once you're doing like 10k raw here, you're going to have to be doing something like that. So obviously a higher level consideration. Anyway, this is about it. This is all I wanted to mention, just an update to my existing guide. So this is basically, well, just remade guide because the route actually changed significantly due to the trapdoor edition, and the results right now are absolutely amazing. It is the best spot in the game for the monk. I expect if it's not changed, I expect to be leveling here until way past level 1000. So very good, highly recommend it. Expect it to be nerfed down the line, so enjoy it while it lasts. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll play the video now. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer. And maybe last thing to mention in these analyzers, just for the balance sake. So here on the right, this balance, I didn't drop any garlic necklaces. So like you can see that without garlic necklaces, this is like 1.2 kk per hour. And here I had one garlic necklace. So this one would have been like over 2 kk per hour with like 4 garlic necklaces an hour. Just something to clarify. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Play the video now. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.